We are good to go. Hello, Renay. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
It's good to have you, really.
Hey,
It's very nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
I haven't met you before.
No.
We only exchanged a few emails so that you come here. I'm honored myself. I love your curly hair.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
And I'm very intrigued, really. I have been trying to know you better for the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes or
somewhere
so. And I was, in my head, it was like, okay, Ren will be here. We will be discussing about this performance that you are having because of the Yard Residency 25 event, let's call it. Yeah.
Yeah, the residency.
The residency, you will tell us all about it. And then all of a sudden you say, but
I use they, them pronouns. I'm a non-binary artist.
Yes, but I wanted to go there later.
Oh,
you
I'm a hairdresser.
Yes.
I'm a hairdresser.
And I was like, wow, that sounds quite
I'm
creative.
usually behind the scenes.
Okay, so, okay, we want to know all about it. I want to know all about it.
Okay.
That sounds very interesting, very creative, it sounds. And yes, you are an artist. It shows. What we would expect to see on this stage then. And of course, later on we can discuss about the pronouns or we can start from that. What's your pronouns? Mine is he, him.
My pronouns are they, them.
Okay, all right.
I don't identify as a woman. I prefer they, them pronouns. In Greek, a lot of people refer to me using do.
Do? What?
Yeah.
How do you?
Like
Do.
Like
Eat.
dorenagi.
Huh?
Dorenagi.
Torenagi. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's
quite
cute. It just kind of
actually.
happened, and I'm not mad at it.
Oh,
As
no,
long as
it
you're not
sounds-
referring to me as she, I don't mind.
But I think it sounds cute. I don't see any reason for someone to be angry about it.
I mean, generally speaking, in the world, there's no reason for anyone to be angry at it.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yes, go on, please.
Would you prefer me to go on about the performance?
As you
or-
like. I'll leave this
So-
up to you. I will be doing questions, and if you hear me speaking more than you do, please stop me.
Okay. So I'm making a performance which has stemmed from an installation, which has stemmed from paintings. It's kind of a prolonged piece of work where I'm exploring growing up in the beauty industry. I've been brought up by hairdressers. My mom's a hairdresser. I work with my mom in her salon.
Here? Is it here in Cyprus?
Yeah, in Ishiotiki.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Renay
okay.
Russo hair on Instagram.
Oh, go on. Yes, yes.
Yeah. And I've always been drawing and I've always been painting, and now I'm kind of like bridging these two worlds. In my last residency, I was painting with hair dye. I was exploring self-portraiture in a way, and how growing up in the beauty industry as a queer person has influenced that. And now it's kind of developed into something that I want to bring into a performance context.
Yeah, I want to know all about it. It sounds quite creative, but admittedly, I cannot shape it in my head.
It's kind of broad.
Yes, that's why you are here. You will build for us all these images in our brains. Please do that. And also, let's shout out the name of the performance, Ishiotiki.
Ishiotiki. Straight name.
Is it this tool that I have in mind that you are...
Like Ishiotiki?
Is it this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought of the name ages ago when I made this installation. I hadn't even thought about making the performance.
The
and
installation at the hairdresser? You mean
at
where?
my previous residency. It's kind of
You said that, but okay, yes.
And I just couldn't let go of it. I really like the name Ishiotiki because for a huge point of my life, I was straightened in this way out of my natural structure, like a curl. That sounds kind of cliche.
So
but yeah.
Can you help me? Can you confirm my understanding that is like a parallel parallelismos στα ελληνικά, like a parallel thing, like something that you are doing your best to straighten. Does it have a sexual meaning behind it, or is it just
No.
my? Okay, then it's just me.
No. It's just you, darling.
It's just me.
Nothing sexual, just trauma. Yeah. Enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go
Yeah.
on.
So I'll talk more about just the performance. I won't go
As you
too far
like.
back. This performance, I am bringing the intimacy of a hair appointment to a performative context. I think there's lots of layers in a hair appointment when I'm like connecting with a client and they're being vulnerable with me and trusting me enough to touch their body and alter their appearance.
Oh wow! Yes. Then we are going to the consent, perhaps, discussion.
For sure. It's a lot about consent, but it's
so
not entirely about consent.
So the floor is yours, darling. Please guide us and open our eyes, perhaps. I really find it very interesting.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to know your
What's
point.
intriguing you?
I'll tell you what. I have, as you can see, I'm full with tattoos.
Mhm.
Okay, and also I also had a traumatic experience with my hair a few years back. Okay, and what was traumatic about it? I was supposed to be the best man for a wedding,
Mhm.
so I went to my hairdresser to fix my hair.
Mhm.
Okay, and then it was at that time I was in the army, so no, I wasn't in the army. I was studying away from my hometown, so I wasn't visiting him regularly, let's say. But at that time it was the wedding, so I had to go and fix my hair. Okay, and then all of a sudden he started cutting my hair around, and he did like a style. I'm saying that because he saw me after a long time. I was like, hey, how are you? A long time no see. Tell me your news. And then blah, 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 blah. And then he started cutting. And then there was a point I was like, what the fuck are you doing there? And it was a thing that it couldn't be fixed. I mean, the damage was already done. He made a style with me, which it was really out of fashion. Okay. And I was like, I cannot go to the wedding like that. And I wasn't the groom, but I was the best man.
Yeah. Okay. So you're front and center.
Do you feel my trauma now? I'm sure you do. That's why
I've been the hairdresser for many people in this situation, and I've done brides' hairs as well. And it's a lot of pressure for the stylist as well.
Okay.
And
all right.
I'm so sorry that happened to you. But
Well, you don't have
hairdressers
to be.
do have their bad days as well, or they assume and they don't connect with the client enough.
Yes.
Yeah, and like when I book appointments, I usually book an hour to an hour and a half, so we can like really take it slow for you and for me. So I don't stress myself or assume what you want to look like, and we can be on the same level. Yeah.
Because, and the reason I have shared my own experience is because after that, and I've also mentioned the tattoos, because it's another, like, one of the things that it's personal. You are working on my body. Okay, of course I have given the consent, but we have to, and this is, I'm trying to find people that I can really connect and they can really understand from, not out of pickiness, but out of, okay, you're working on my body.
Yeah, for sure.
You should respect it the way I do. So that's what intrigues me about this conversation.
And that's when you go to a tattoo artist with a style that you like as well. And I think people should look at hairdressers more like that as well.
This is why I brought it as an example.
Yeah.
It's another example just to give a better context of what we're discussing. But as I said, the floor is yours.
No, we're chatting. It's good.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm interested to know of your experiences and how you see things and how does that resonate with putting things on a stage.
So for this
Guide
performance specifically, it's going to be more of like a fever dream of a hair salon. I have so many memories of this one specific place.
Okay.
And I want to try and translate that onto a stage. Okay. So I want it to feel fragmented, and I want a lot of elements to be included. A lot of sounds, a lot of sensory input that's like very familiar that everyone can relate to. I also want it to have a kind of seminar kind of feel as well, because people are going to be watching me work.
Okay.
I can place myself in the audience with that as well, because I've been to so many hairdressing seminars as well.
So you will be giving free tips.
Not necessarily. I mean, you could try. You could
Okay.
try. It's not necessarily going to be about the hair, though. I don't want it to be too much about the hair. It's more about me showing up to this space and the client showing up to this space, and we share this moment
To a
together.
common space.
Like
yeah.
the theme of the residency for the yard this year is the day after. And I kind of
Okay.
want to talk about how all my days before led up to this moment, and my client is the day after. Because I don't know where they're going to go tomorrow. And I don't know necessarily why they're entrusting me with this task of how they want to look.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they could share that with me, but like at the end of the day, there's so much we don't know about each other, but we're
Yeah.
very intimate with each other. And that's kind of what I want to bring to the stage. Like,
Okay.
we're very separate individuals, but in this moment, we're very close. Yeah.
And what brings those two people close is the act of haircut or hairdressing or style, or yes, which
Trust. A lot of people
Trust,
come and they want
absolutely.
autonomy as well. Some people want to cut all their hair off. Some people want to change. Some people want to not recognize themselves. But I think autonomy lives in all of these things. And that's what they're trusting me with, to help them gain that feeling of autonomy.
It's very interesting because I wouldn't think about it if you wouldn't bring it up. You see what I mean? I mean, in my mind, a moment of having a haircut or a hairstyle, it requires collaboration, let's say, connection,
Yeah.
as you said. Of course, people, some of the people that listen to this later on, I mean, they might think you have like made this into a science.
Maybe I
but
just have some big feelings.
yeah, or
maybe I just need a hug.
but I can relate with that absolutely. For some people, if it's just an everyday thing, it can be. But for some people, it's quite interesting, and they see it from this approach, and I also see it myself. Pause for a moment and see it this way. Yeah.
It can also be a mundane thing for people to do as well. Like, we have clients that have been coming to the salon since we opened the salon twice a week. They don't wash their hair at home. We wash their hair. We blow dry their hair. And it's just like doing groceries for them. It's like their everyday thing.
Okay.
And that being said, there's also like this special kind of relationship that's unique to a hair salon amongst women.
Do you also do men or just?
I do hair. I do all genders hair. I've dyed armpit hair before.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it seems that you do see differences between men, women, or I don't know, perhaps non-binary people, or even people that identify with different sexualities, or not.
I know what I see the difference between. I see the difference between the traditional beauty industry, and I see the difference between like queer discourse. And
Another interesting point of
like,
view.
it's not
I really love this conversation. Yeah.
It's not necessarily about man versus women. Like, a lot of people ask me, do you cut men's hair too? And I'm like, I cut hair.
I'm sorry to sound too conservative. Actually, I'm not. Okay.
You're good.
But unfortunately, this is the way we have been conditioned to think and communicate. But that's why we are here, to put the things into the right order. That's why I'm asking for clarifications, and it's nice to listen to your point of view, which this is what you're sharing with us.
I think, like, I won't call myself a barber or anything, but I cut short hair, I cut long hair. I can do a bald fade, I can do a taper fade, I can do highlights. I think the difference is I'm not necessarily upholding old beauty standards, which is primarily what's taught in hairdressing schools. More so here, I think, like in bigger cities and bigger countries around the world, it's getting a little bit more progressive. but it's not necessarily about making women look more like women for me.
Which this is what
It's-
you have.
yeah.
This is what you said before. I see it as the old school.
I
How
said
did you
that
s-
the beauty industry, honestly, in my
Uh-huh.
opinion, is just gender affirming care. And
Well,
that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be trans or non-binary. Like the women that come to my mom twice a week to get their hair blow dried to look a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
they want to look like that woman. Like they
Mhm.
want to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the way hairdressing gets taught, it's not necessarily branching out from that. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to
It's
branch out from that.
Different. This is
Yeah.
what I get. It's you basically reaffirm my not just opinion, but what I'm studying for, which at the end of the day, I conclude to the fact that everything in our societies and in life is sexualized, and is sexualized in a binary way, which is probably this is exactly I think what you distinguish between the old school. Did you say old school before? I think you said the old style,
Old form of hairdressing.
old form,
Or like the
Okay.
narrative of the beauty industry.
which
Which is very binary.
which is very binary.
Yeah.
But this is exactly what you don't do.
I just do hair.
You just
And it's as
Yes.
simple as that. And I think a lot of people try and overcomplicate that as well. Like I have gender neutral pricing. Like everyone's
Oh, I
paying the
love
same
that.
for a haircut. Like because it's my time and you're a person and I'm a person and I value my time. And I've been bashed for it by other hairdressers saying that it's ruining the industry and that we have to keep barbers and hairdressers separate. And I don't know. I don't understand that. But like it is essentially at the end of the day, this is just me doing hair and I charge by time.
I just love your approach.
Thank you.
Oh, and
Thank you so much.
yeah, really, help me though understand. Do you transfer that, or how do you, if you do, how do you transfer that on the stage?
Okay. So let's go back to the performance. 'cause
Yeah, we
went
will
on a
be
bit of a
going back.
tangent.
We will be going back and forth, if you don't mind. But as I said,
Cool.
this is an organic conversation. You can always redirect the conversation as you like.
It's fun. It's part
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Everything's layered. So I don't necessarily want the performance to be about one thing. I don't necessarily want it to be about this either. I'm gonna, as I said before, it's gonna be kind of like a dream landscape, like me remembering or re-remembering the salon space.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna include lots of things that run through my mind, like when I space out when I'm cutting hair or blow drying hair, and my mind just kind of goes to this place. And that place can shapeshift and move. It's very fluid. Sometimes I'm thinking about trauma. Sometimes I'm at work with a hangover. Sometimes I'm in a good mood. Sometimes I'm really feeling the intimacy between me and a client, or sometimes I'm in a rush.
I really love it when I go to services, servicing places like that, and people are in a good mood.
I mean,
Because I get a better service.
I try my best. I do. I
No, but
do.
I
love my
understand
customers.
that everyone is a person too,
Yeah.
and we need to somehow find the middle ground. Let's say I
Yeah.
don't know how to
Yeah.
call it.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, I want to bring that to the stage. It's not necessarily that I want to bring the conversation about gender neutral pricing to the stage, but I will touch on it. And I will
Okay.
touch on the beauty industry, and I will touch on intimacy, and I will touch on the trust that the clients give me and the connection that we have for those fleeting moments. I'll touch on the sensory overload that the salon actually is as well.
I have two questions.
Okay.
How are you going to perform on stage? Are you going to? Do you have a script? Let's say.
I'm going to be doing hair on stage. Yeah.
Who is going to be the client?
You're going to have to come to the show.
Yeah, I would be happy to come to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't expect like some kind of drastic or creative hairdo at the end of it. It's not going to be about that. I'm going to be cutting hair on stage. It's going to be very simple. Yeah. Yeah.
With the goal of, with the intention of, what is it that you want to? What is the message that you want to pass to the audience, perhaps?
So I don't necessarily want to leave a message or a statement or force the audience to leave with like a specific thing from this performance. I think I want to display a perspective
A point of view.
a point of view from maybe someone behind the chair instead of sitting in the chair.
Which is?
My vulnerability, my experience. It's also more of a kind of like a childhood experience as well, because I've never not been in a hair salon. Like my mom almost gave birth to me in a hair salon.
Okay.
Like it's been a thing in my life. And as an artist outside of being a hairdresser, and my art in particular, it's about vulnerability. It's about reflecting on my past. It's about re-remembering and kind of like displaying a narrative from a part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just doing it in the context of a hair salon this time.
Which sounds amazing. However, I think you have been repeating the fact that you have been, as you said, almost your mom gave birth to you in a salon. Okay,
Yeah.
so how does this feel? I mean, is it something that you are enjoying now? Or
Like being a hairdresser.
or is it perhaps something that you feel forced doing because, I don't know.
Okay. I definitely felt forced into the industry when I was younger and angsty. Like
And
angsty
wow.
teenager.
Oh, really?
I felt like it was a default setting.
Okay.
Like it was just, I didn't finish high school. I couldn't really think of a career I wanted. I was always drawing, I was always making art, but I wasn't really making plans to go to university or anything, and I felt like it was this default setting.
Uh-huh.
And I think I tripped out with my gender for a while
Okay, everyone.
when I was younger.
I can relate to that as
And
well.
I really allowed myself to... I was almost in drag when I was younger. Like, I was such a woman. And I had, like, blonde hair. Tenisma always. I did a makeup course. I used to be a makeup artist.
But why do you
My
call
face
it
was
drag?
beat.
Drag.
Because I was dressing up and I was honestly sexualizing myself to feel more like a woman.
I find it very interesting, though, that you give this, you assign this title.
This is me personally. I can't speak for everyone. This is just me personally.
Oh, absolutely.
And growing through that, I can reflect on that and like be like, no, that's what I was doing then.
So,
and it left a bitter taste in my mouth about the beauty industry and hairdressing, and I was mad at it for a long time.
what made you mad? I see very interesting.
I think I couldn't understand who I wanted to be, so I went towards straight hair, geradini, lots of makeup.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I allowed myself to conform to something that I wasn't because of the environment that I was in. And because of the clientele that was there. And yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. I mean,
yeah, like it really influenced how I saw myself, and I thought it was authentic. And then fast track to now, I realized, oh my God, that was not me. That wasn't me.
What helped you switch?
COVID. For real. For real. I was in lockdown and away from society, and I began to unravel myself a bit more.
Because if you allow me, I don't see in front of me anything like the person that you describe. And I was a bit surprised calling it in drag. I mean, a woman would say, this is me.
I'm not a woman.
An everyday woman.
Yeah.
As the society assigns these standardized, let me call it, sexualized ideals. Okay. I find it interesting that you called it drag.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
I mean, the word sexualized, I think can be used in many different ways as well. And if you're using it with consciousness, like you can use it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have people that come to the salon and they want to feel like they're sexualizing how they look, and like we kiki about it and we chat about it and it's fun. The way I was sexualizing myself prior, when I was talking about sexualizing myself and my assets and how I look, was to get validation to feel more like a woman. Because I felt that's what I needed to be. Yeah.
Okay, and how do you see yourself different now in the salon?
In the salon,
Because I can see, I mean, you have helped me understand that there was a before and after.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah,
this is
for
what
sure,
I get.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when, again, another thing I want to ask is, when was your previous residency performance, and was it like similar or different?
It was very similar, but it was about painting, because I'm typically a painter. This is the first time I've done performance. It was at Memeraiki in 2023.
Okay,
November.
again after COVID.
Yeah.
I think it's a good point to let us know, when is your performance
It's
taking
30th
place?
and 31st of August,
30th and
8:30 p.m.
come again. Come again.
30th and 31st.
30 and 31 Αυγούστου
Ναι.
at Xidadiko,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Okay.
Opposite Dromos.
Γενεθλίου Mitella, I think is
The road.
I think is
I don't
yeah.
know. Opposite Dromos.
But if you if you
Yeah.
search Xidadiko on Google, you will
You'll
find
find it. You'll find it.
And the tickets will be available. I will leave the telephone number on the description, and people
Sure.
they
Sure.
will be.
I'm not gonna put it out now, like for tickets and stuff.
Well,
Probably
I will.
a bit closer.
We will sort
yeah.
it out. I will
Yeah, of
announce
course,
it,
of
and then
course.
people, they can call and find out in order to come and see your performance.
Yeah.
Go on, please.
You asked me a question before. You said,
Yeah,
what's the difference between before and after
Of course.
in the salon?
Yes.
So honestly,
When it comes to, from your point of view, always. That's why we're here.
for sure, I can't
Yeah.
speak for anyone other than myself.
Yeah.
Honestly, I changed my pronouns. I embraced who I am a lot more. And my clients as well. And allowing myself to be vulnerable with my clients and them with me.
Do you see a different approach from them as well? From your clients, I mean, do you, a different reciprocation, perhaps?
It depends. It depends. Because
different behavior, maybe.
I have so many different clients that come with different. Like everyone's different. Everyone's unique. It's how I interact with them, and then where the conversation goes from there.
Would you take some, not much of a time, but as much as time as you like, and only if you not like, to explain to us so that we people understand what you mean by saying I identify as non-binary? You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you take a few minutes, that will help a lot of us, including myself.
Okay, so non-binary to me is I'm outside of the binary.
Which is
I'm gender
male and
non-conforming. I'm just
Mhm.
gender non-conforming. I don't really want to conform to anything. I don't want my body to define me. I don't want the things I like dress up and doing hair and things like that, to define me. Yeah, that's what it means to me.
Okay.
I don't identify as a woman. I feel like in my childhood I was overcompensating for things.
I see what you mean.
Growing up, which made me understand that I don't necessarily want to fill any box of male or female.
Does the I'm a human box fits to you? Do you see what I mean?
For sure.
Okay. I'm a human being.
Sure. I think everyone deserves respect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And these sort of binary things are irrelevant in most cases. I see what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, if someone wants to identify as a specific gender, though, like, respect them as well.
It's still okay. Absolutely.
Of course. Yeah, I don't feel like I lie.
It makes you
in the
feel
box
who
of a
you
woman.
are.
And I went on a trip around masculinity for me and what it means for me as well. I'm probably still unraveling that for myself. But I don't feel like I identify as a man either.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, we have heard many times that people expressing themselves and feeling like they not integrate, but we hold both energies within us. And then it's a matter of the individuals to communicate how they feel, which is important. And so is this also something that we will see on stage?
Like masculine and feminine energy.
I don't know. I mean, is this somehow in your script?
Not necessarily. I don't want to focus too much on that concept. I want to focus more on like the re-remembering aspect.
The only reason I brought it up, and you from the beginning, I said, let's touch a little bit on that, is because I have a feeling, correct me if I'm wrong, that it changes, either you like it or not, your point of view, which this is exactly what you're going to...
Kind of, yeah. Kind of.
This is exactly what you're going to...
I mean, that's art, isn't it? That's why people go and look at things.
Exactly. This is
and absorb them.
This is what I'm trying to take out. This is, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is exactly what you're going to show us on your performance, your point of view, right?
Depends.
But
it depends, because some people might relate to my experience so much that it doesn't change their point of view. More so, they're
it's not the goal,
or they're feeling empathy.
I don't think that should be the goal in any way. I mean, the way I see it most of the times is that if a person like you or like me, if they do something like that, is usually because they want to express themselves.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. Why else would I make art?
I
mean,
do you want to go? Do you want to go back to the question and then?
Yeah, ask me again.
It was about how do you see yourself different after COVID, and then in this context of.
I'm more confident. And I think it reflects in how people talk to me. It reflects in my standards. I won't tolerate certain things. Like if you are going to disrespect me or any of my other customers, the salon no longer becomes a safe space, and I refuse to do your hair. Kind of thing. I have a lot more standards. Yeah, that's what's changed, really. I'm much more comfortable in myself, and I think it just reflects in my work ethic. It reflects in how I want to work, how slow I want to be, the pace of how I actually have appointments. Like the other day, I spent 7 hours on one client, and I don't feel bad. I don't feel like I took too much time. They thanked me for it. I prefer to go slow and connect with people. I think the main difference is I'm working how I want to work.
Yeah, but it feels like, it sounds also, not just feels, that it paves a way for better communication with people and more, and also not appropriate, more genuine.
I appreciate that.
Well, it should be appreciated. Yeah. I appreciate it myself. I mean, if I can say a few things about it, it's... there was a point in my life that I said, okay, this is how I want to create relationships with people, not necessarily in general, not just in business-wise, but in everyday life as well. Of course, there are these everyday quick conversations and things like that, but it is worth respect people and be respected.
Yeah, a hair appointment is fleeting. Like it's not going to last forever. It's going to be over in a day. It might be 7 hours, might be 45 minutes, might be 2 hours. But there's something really intimate there for me. And honestly, for a lot of my clients as well, whether they share that with me or not, there's like layers beneath the surface in that moment that we're sharing in time. And that's what I'm reflecting on, really. And how all of my past years in a hair salon have influenced me to be the person I am in that moment. Which is, again, the before and after, to answer your question a bit further.
It feels to me, though, that after a point, you started enjoying it.
I did.
But
and I started to roll with it, and I started enjoying, like someone's like, I want to look like this, and I have the hands that can do that for you. Like, it feels good. It's rewarding. Yeah.
So you feel that you have the skills to do something like that?
I do. I think my hands are smarter than me. I do. Like, they know what to do. And if we're talking about the performance again, it is kind of like this reflection on how I space out and ruminate when I'm like just cutting hair, and like my hands are on autopilot in a way.
Uh-huh.
In some cases, not always, but like they know what to do. They know how to hold hair. It's a very familiar medium for me.
And that starts from the moment you have connected with the client or the
Sure.
customers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on the client though as well. Some people aren't ready for things.
Uh-huh.
Some people have a lot of anxiety and bring a lot of fear to an appointment. And I think they have to meet me at a certain level, and that's where the vulnerability is and the trust is.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have too much anxiety, and it can compromise the outcome. Not saying I'm doing a bad job or anything, but it's up to the client as well. We have to meet each other in the
Yes,
middle.
of course.
Yeah.
It always takes
That's
two.
where it starts from.
Another question came to my mind. How about the gossip approach? Because because this is a place. I mean,
Oh
we
my
know. I
God.
don't know.
So much tea in a hair salon. I swear, there's so much tea in a hair salon. Yeah. Yeah. What's your question about the gossip exactly?
I'm interested to know your point of view on this context as well.
Okay, I've only ever worked in one hair salon, which is my family's hair salon.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time, but it's one
But-
hair salon.
Okay, but the reason I've brought this up is that no matter where, of course, every, let's say, place have their own standards and their own
Yeah.
vibrations and, of course, clientele and
Of
things like that.
course.
Okay, but in general, we know that this is a space where
Yeah.
people gossip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I don't think it's a Cypriot thing. I think it's everywhere in general.
For sure.
Perhaps it doesn't matter, or no, it doesn't matter. Perhaps it doesn't happen, or you don't like it to happen. Again, I would like to know your point of view, how you
I
see
mean,
it.
in the salon I work at, it's very residential, and like I said before, there's lots of return clients,
Uh-huh.
and there's drama. There's drama. It's not just gossip. Like sometimes, I'm not saying any names because
Of
it's very
course, please
small.
don't.
You know, other clients have had beef with other clients, and their appointments get booked at the same time, and they're in the
Oh.
room, and it's like,
You feel the tension.
or some people that come all the time, like
Yeah.
twice a week, is like for 17 years is a really long time. They feel way too comfortable, and they're having fights with people over the phone. It's very funny. Like it's very comedic and very funny.
Yes.
And you get, like, honestly, it's something that's very warm to my heart. Like there's loads of characters in the hair salon that are, you know,
Keep repeating. And,
ritually returning. And a lot of them trauma dump as well. And you're kind of like a sponge for all this, I don't know, information from other people. Yeah, there's lots of gossip in a hair salon. What was interesting though is because I go to a lot of seminars and I speak to other hairstylists from other countries.
Uh-huh.
And it's actually a very thought about thing. And some hairdressers actually have a boundary with it. And they don't want people to overshare with them. And they don't want that gossip anywhere near them. And I thought that was very interesting, actually, because I was so used to this gossipy environment. Yeah, but other hairdressers are thinking about this. And other hairdressers do have boundaries with this stuff. And, like, they work with one client at a time, and like the chairs are very far apart so that they don't know each other and stuff. And
Oh.
it's interesting. It's interesting.
Uh-huh.
It's a bigger subject than people think.
I know, that's
Yeah.
why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean it. I don't mean it in a bad way. It's either we like it or not. That's part of society.
It is what it is kind of
It
thing,
is what
yeah.
it is, and
Yeah.
you just let it be. Or of course, you can set your own boundaries accordingly. I just I wanted to
Yeah.
listen to your point of view on
I
that,
mean-
or what happens within your environment, within your experience, being within the Cyprus context,
Yeah.
and how do you bring that up in your performance, or perhaps you don't?
In this performance, I'm not necessarily going to bring up the gossip thing.
Okay.
I am going to bring up clients that call the salon, and they're very demanding because they just feel comfortable in the space. A little
Okay.
bit. But the
So-
gossip thing, I don't necessarily want it to be involved with this work because I think it's another thing. And honestly, sometimes if I'm having a harder day, if I don't have emotional availability for people. I set boundaries as well. I'm like, some people gossip to me or they gossip to me about other clients, and I shut it down. I'm like, I'm here to do your hair.
So in your performance, will you bring up the entitlement perhaps issue?
I think I'll touch on it.
Okay.
I don't think I want
That's
it to become
because
like part of the definition of the performance.
Yeah, because of course everyone can be whoever they want to be, but of course we need to respect other people's space as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I know it's. I mean, the whole. I have a feeling that the whole. We are in a discussion where we are trying to balance things out. It's always nice to be yourself. At the same time, it's always nice to respect other people's space and integrity.
Always. Yeah. The performance, I want it to be very dreamy. I want it to feel like I have all these experiences in my head, and this performance is, say I went to sleep and I dreamed of it. It would have fragments and elements from all these things that I have experienced. It's not necessarily going to be about gender or about gossip or about demanding clients or about the binary or.
Then what is the main theme of your performance then? You've been saying that the whole performance, as I get it, as I'm trying to collect the images and stick them together in my mind, is gonna be in a setting of a hair salon?
Yes.
Correct? And what is the main theme? Then
the main theme is just it's me being vulnerable in a way.
You said it before.
Yeah, it's not necessarily about something that has a beginning, a middle, and an end, like a play.
Doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm looking at it like, because I'm usually a painter and my paintings are more abstract. It's like I could make this painting and like give you an elaborate text about this painting. I'm just doing it in a performance now instead. It's not necessarily so you can't condense it so much into a sentence like this is what it's about. It's a reflection on myself, and I'm inviting the audience to see another perspective of a salon. Because whether you go to a salon all the time or not, you've been in one at some point, or you know your parent has been in one, or your friend's going to the salon. There's so many elements that we're all familiar with, and the audience can take that and do with it what they wish. I don't necessarily want to leave them with something specific.
However, it sounds...
I just want to leave them with a new perspective.
Yes, exactly. I was about to say that. Yeah. However, this is exactly... It sounds that you want to portray, let's say, to the audience another point of view. Your point, not just the
an
client.
Experience, if you will, not even a point of view.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like an experience of mine, my childhood, my adolescence, my journey with myself and my identity and my skill and my career. And then I'm reflecting on it and I'm just displaying that reflection. Would
you say that, or your experience, your experience to the salon being a family business has shaped you as a person?
For sure, 100%.
Oh, how? From the... No, I wouldn't. You say.
I mean, how can your family not shape you, firstly? If they're constantly in your life.
Okay, absolutely. I see what you mean.
Your family, whatever your family.
However, as you said, there comes a point that you stand on your own grounds and say, okay, this is who I am. Yes?
For sure.
However, go on.
It's definitely shaped who I am, because my family shaped this room for me, this environment that I've been in. It was also my daycare. It was also where I was left after school.
But it sounds, it's not just, it sounds to me that it was quite diverse as well. What do
you mean?
It just came to me now. If you work at a salon, of course it's a residential place, you said.
Yeah.
But it's still, people come and go, and then you see the variety of people. And then this is how you see that we are so alike to each other, but we are so different at the same time. And this is how you somehow, either you like it or not, you appreciate diversification.
Of course. And it did give me a good foundation for that.
Uh-huh.
Because even if my view of myself was rigid when I was younger, it gave me a good foundation to break that apart and to actually have the tools to break that apart.
What was rigid?
My idea of myself as a woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I think all the time we're speaking about points of view.
For sure.
And then listen to you speaking. You at some point you have switched point of view of yourself.
Yeah.
But then, yeah.
Yeah, I did. But I think I'm still answering your question about how my family shaped me.
Please go on. Sorry for...
No, it's okay.
For interrupting.
So,
The question...
I worked alongside my parents in a professional manner.
Yes, okay.
As well. And the way I'm interacting with clients is also heavily influenced by watching my mother interact with clients. And my mom's sister also worked in the hair salon with me as well. And they have their own narrative with their career.
Of course.
And their own intimacies with their clients and their own return clientele. And they have their niche. And that really shaped me as well by watching them navigate that for themselves and helping other people feel how they want to feel and them trying to do their best. It obviously left an imprint on me.
Isn't it a bit tricky trying to maintain a balance between professionalism and friendliness with clients?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
How do you handle it? Will you bring that up to the performance?
I'll try, because it's a hard thing to talk about without feeling vague. Because you could just say professionalism, you know, like what does professionalism mean?
How else I would say it? I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say, let me ask something else, which is connected. Aren't there some certain clients that you're more happy when they come?
Yeah, for sure. Right. I say for sure so many times. Yeah. Yeah.
What does that make them like a more
Some clients are mean.
I see.
Some clients are mean and rude, and it's not fun to do their hair.
I see.
It's fun to do a good job, and it's fun to know that even if they're a hard critic,
thank you for
you
bringing
did a
this
good job.
Yeah. I guess you have been talking about. I mean, the whole idea is that some clients, some people, they don't see that service people like you or artists, because I don't think it's just service people. It's a combination.
Service is a good thing to talk about, though. Yeah.
That's why I'm also including in the conversation. It's they don't see that. Hey, I'm a human being as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked in a bar as well. Like, people are rude. People are really rude,
especially
and
when
entitled.
They're dry.
And there are some clients that think, I'm talking about the hair salon now, not the bar, that think because they're there and they're paying money that they work for you.
Yeah.
That you work for them, sorry.
Yeah. Or I will use a better expression. You don't have to say it, I will. They think that they own you.
Yeah.
They own you, yes. Which is annoying.
It's rude and it's annoying. Yes. And I think the reason I can hold friendship and professionalism together is because I've faced a lot of clients like that from a really young age.
Yep.
And I don't know, it's just kind of like a skill. I can't answer that question in a sentence, really. It's just like I've developed this skill of being able to keep my integrity whilst being scared. From the age of like 13, I started working in the salon. I'm 27 now, it's been some time. And now when I have friendly faces come back into the salon, I can keep my tempo and my pace at work without getting distracted by having too much fun or going on a tangent away from like doing their hair. Like, they're here for a reason. And I think being scared and being with these scary clients like gave me that, because I want to be done, I want to be fast, and I want this situation to be over with as well. You know, like, it taught me something. Yeah.
Ren, what you have been talking is very interesting to me, because remember when I started to talk before I started talking about my podcast,
Yeah.
basically, and because of my studies and all these things, this is exactly what I'm trying to combine, and my background as well. Uh, I come to the conclusion that it's good to have a certain a professional approach towards in a professional environment.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely, because at the end of the day, this is a service and you're paying for it, and then there are expectations and people expect to get something in return for what they are paying. However, how do you separate, because this is how it used to be, and this is how you made me feel that you have overcome this stage, which is amazing. How do you separate? How do you not separate? How do you maintain a balance between that and being a human being?
Oof.
I mean, I really, because I used to. If you ask me, my personal opinion is that you can't and you shouldn't. You shouldn't separate it. It's all about maintaining a balance.
I mean,
otherwise you lose yourself.
You are still a human.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise you lose yourself.
Yeah.
And you cannot perform. And this is why you get people that they hate themselves and they don't want to perform and they don't want to give haircuts and they don't. But if they see it in the artistic way that you have been sharing with us for the last 50 minutes.
Oh, wow, has it been 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Then this is a win-win for everyone. Isn't it? And at the end of the day, you have an amazing performance at the yard residency. Opposite at Xidadico on 30th and 31st of August, which everyone is invited to see.
Yeah, for sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, are you having fun in your career doing you?
Well,
do you feel like human all the time?
I was struggling, to be honest, because I used to work for the corporate industry, and this is where it's really, this is where you maintain a professional approach, let's say, which up to a certain extent I like it, and I used to enjoy it. However, I need to admit that I cannot separate Panos from that. I'm who I am, and that comes with certain feelings and thoughts, and of course this is where professionalism comes in, and there is always an appropriate way of conveying things. Okay. But yes, I felt that within the industry, I felt that I refused to separate myself from my real self from that. I was always trying to find a creative ways to manage both. The bad thing in the corporate world is that it's not too much appreciated. Okay. I think though after COVID, it should be because this is one. This is what my background is in marketing, and this is what I'm studying. I think that in the days that we live, even the corporate work, they should start appreciate creativity, because this is what distinguishes you from others. And I think they have started like picking up on that. It will take them some time,
for sure.
but okay.
Oh my god, I said for sure again. For sure.
We're not judging, darling.
We listen, we don't judge.
we listen and we conversate, and we have an amazing conversation. This is that was an authentic and genuine exchange. It was really. I'm happy I met you today. I feel it. I see it on your face. And in your smile as well.
Blushing.
It suits you.
Thanks.
I picked up many things from you today. Thank you very much. I really appreciate artists like you. I don't know if you have anything in your mind, anything that is... I don't want you to leave this space, this podcast, and to hold something inside you. If it's perhaps it's something that you wanted to share throughout this conversation and you didn't have a chance, take some time and please do.
Not necessarily. I feel I had no expectations coming into today. again, like I asked you if there was a line of questioning, and you said no, we're just gonna have a conversation. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna talk. And that's what I got from this. And another thing I got from this is I am scared to be on stage. I haven't done performance before like this.
Okay.
And this was a good, prequel.
You mean...
Like it was a good before, like I feel like I'm talking about it and putting myself out there a little bit more.
I'm glad. You mean the
hearing
podcast
myself
now?
out loud. Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
And it makes me a bit more mentally prepared to keep using my voice in this manner.
And be yourself.
Instead,
And,
Instead of paint. Yeah. Feels
That's
good. Thank you.
amazing. I thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much indeed. I would like to thank also, it's a good time to thank Elena, Agathocleus, and Kostandia for introducing us and making this podcast happen today. It will take me some time to process the whole thing, and of course I will contact you, and then we'll see how.
We can revisit anything.
Yeah,
of course.
And then we will promote it so that more people will be.
Thanks.
Will visit you and have access. It really sounds like a creative.
Something new for me.
Something
new for the
audience as well.
Yeah.
Great.
See where it goes. Yeah.
Very nice meeting you. How do you see my hair?
Gorgeous.
Thank you, darling.
Gorgeous.
I love curly hair. I love yours.
Thank you.
Very nice meeting you today.
Nice to meet you too.
And good luck with the performance.
Thank you.